Hi, welcome to I'm Making a Mess with Darlene Morgan, where there's plenty of messes that I've been in and I've actually created and I continue to create. But thanks to the grace of God, I am still here. So that tells me that God has a purpose for me. I pray and hope, and I know He has one for you too. So I mainly speak to more of a single mom perspective, but I really hope that I'm reaching others in the process as well. So please share and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and get the word out because I just really want to just keep pushing this YouTube channel forward more and more. Okay, so I'm going to get right into this because I want to get downstairs where my daughter is and spend some time with her. Yeah, so I actually wanted to hop on here because I know my last couple of videos, I know one of them had a lot to do with just still feeling as if I'm continuing to say the wrong things and what that feels like and how it's perceived and how difficult that is to overcome it, especially when you have been looked at one particular way and it's hard to get past that and help people to realize that you're not that same person anymore. And I'm just kind of still on this track of feeling like I am that same person, because when I speak up, I feel like people just begin to cringe at the thought of me opening my mouth. I know that seems probably really funny or strange to you, but sorry, I've been working with a young client that is only like, I don't know, 14 or 15, and she has developed the same persona, like where people are just afraid to hear what she has to say because she just dwells or focuses on the same thing over and over. And that has been me traditionally in my past. It's hard to get past when you're in that moment because you think if you say something over and over and over again, it's going to get through to the person that you're speaking to, or the Facebook post that you're writing on, or the text that you're sending to somebody. You think if you repeat your problem or your complaint over and over and over to this other person, that it's eventually going to get them to agree with you. And that's kind of like where I was at the time, until I discovered that that absolutely is not the case, and the only person that it was hurting is myself. So I'm trying to help this young girl realize right now that she can change that. And I pray that it doesn't take her 40 some 30 some years to recover and change the perspective and how she sees things, and spend so much wasted energy on things that just don't matter. And a lot of times it has a lot to do with material items that we're focusing on, or sometimes it has to do with just making our point and getting the person to realize that like something just isn't fair, or it's not right, or we should, be able to, like get our way on things. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. All I know is that I have really been focusing on this lately, and how I've been speaking up a little bit more, and at times it feels really good, and other times I feel as if I am dreaded. I'm dreaded by what I'm about to say or what I'm about to express. And that's a hard place to be in because, when I did that years upon years ago, I thought that, at this particular time, people would have forgotten about it. But people don't forget. They don't forget how you made them feel. You know that saying, people are going to forget what you said, but they're not going to forget how you made them feel? That is absolutely so true. And I am living proof of it right now. I know for a fact that I'm living proof of how I've made people feel in the past and how they wonder if I'm going to say something that is going to be completely offensive. I don't think I've done that, to be honest. In fact, I'm pretty certain that I haven't, because I am paying so close attention to what I'm saying and what I'm doing now. I literally go to God in prayer and I say, help me, Lord, to express myself appropriately, to say the right words, and for the ears that are listening to hear what I'm saying, and, for them to see me for who I am now. And so I really feel like I've gotten past that. I've done a lot better. I think why I come to you today is because I want to be just who I am, and I don't want to be afraid anymore. I don't want to be afraid to speak up, because now I'm speaking up in all the right ways. And all the right ways is not offending someone, not cussing them out, not, tearing someone down. It's not, posting on Facebook and blasting somebody and losing a ton of friends at the same time. I don't want to be afraid to talk anymore. I want to be able to say what I have to say and it not be feared. Because what I have to say now, I think, are all the right things. And I feel like I am in this place of purpose. I feel like I am working where I'm supposed to be. And I feel like I do have something to give. I do feel like the areas that God has saved me in, time and time again, from when I was a little girl to an incident when I was 15, to another incident when I was 20, to another incident when I was like, I think maybe 31. I think God said, I'm going to give you a chance over and over again, because eventually you are going to help people. And I feel like I'm doing that now. I'm not glorifying myself by any means. I'm not making myself out to be like God. I want to be like who Jesus needs me to be, who I was molded to be through all of the scars and the bruises and the things that went wrong in my life, into all the messes I made and that I've been in. I feel like I have hit that mark where I can actually take all that stuff and use it for good. And the reason why I bring it up is because in the past week or so, I have literally questioned my existence and what I'm supposed to say, how I'm perceived, what I look like, how I'm treating others, when I know I'm not doing anything wrong. I think that because I am put in this place where I can make a difference, I do believe that the enemy, Satan, devil, whatever you want to call him, I think he can create those doubts in you, and I think he can create those fears inside of you, and that lack of confidence and that lack of self-esteem. Because if you're doing something right and you're getting through to people and you're helping someone, and maybe they're seeing the light of God through you, I mean, why would the enemy want that to happen? It means that there's going to be more and more people who are going to trust God, and they're not going to live in fear. And that's what we want more of. But I still live in fear, because when I question myself and I doubt myself, I don't know that that's fear. It's self-doubt. So I guess I needed to get on here and talk to you guys, just kind of bring you up to date and say my revelation this week is, I don't want to be guarded anymore. I want to be able to say what I have to say and help people, and do it the way that I know how. Do it the way that I feel God has brought me to this point, and be brave and courageous. And I'm going to tell you right now, like in my mind, it feels good when I am able to commit that. In my days, it's a daily practice. And I know that as God brings me to this point, I know I can do it. No different than I had to give up being a rude, condescending, resentful, angry person. I know that it's going to take practice being a kind, trustable person that is going to say the right things genuinely, authentically, and courageously. I guess that's all I have to say. I just want to work on being me, because I don't want to waste any more time being afraid and having people be afraid of me. And if you're someone that was, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry that I screwed up and I said some really terrible things to you, and I called you out and I blasted you. I was doing it out of anger, out of frustration, and out of fear, and out of hurt. Mostly hurt. And I think that's why we do say the things that we say when they are really mean things. I think we're doing it out of the hurt that we have built up inside. So anyway, I'm working on it. I am working on how I can truly, truly be me. I still take my medicine. I still take my anti-anxiety medicine because I think that is helping me. I still take the other medicine when I feel like I am going to approach a situation that is going to make me super duper nervous, and I might screw up and do something dumb, so I take the extra anti-anxiety. So I'm still doing all that. I continue to read my Bible and pray, and I think the other part of it is also opening up and knowing that, I want to love others like Jesus did, regardless of who they are, regardless of their status, their political stance, their gender, their identity, the way they dress, the crimes they've committed. I'm almost there. And I say I'm almost there because there are just like maybe one or two people that I have to really give God that and say, look, God, you know me. You already know what I'm thinking. There's a couple of people that it still freaking hurts. But hey, if I'm at 85%, I think that's pretty darn good. And God doesn't expect perfection. And so if you get to the point where you're really close to forgiving yourself and forgiving several others, you know what? Hallelujah to you. Cheers to you. Congratulations, because we should not be expected to do everything just right. There's always room for improvement. And I guess I'm speaking to myself that I can't expect 100% out of me. So I am going to be working on being okay with who I am. I know, like, to a lot of you guys, you see me on a daily basis, or you see who I am, or maybe you read through my posts and stuff, and you think, well, she's showing who she is. Yeah, I really am. There's just times when, even though I'm showing who I am, and I speak those words, and I act a certain way, that really is me. But you just don't know how much I struggle with that, and how I walk away from conversations and question every bit of it. And to me, that tells me that I haven't totally encompassed Darlene. I haven't totally embraced me. I can say all those things and they can come very naturally. I just don't want to be questioning myself all the time. So, sorry if I'm boring you. I really hope you can relate and you yourself can work on accepting who you are. We need to accept who we are if we've made a lot of wonderful changes, and we need to be okay with that. And whoever you are out there, if you're a believer, then you got to trust God. He's brought you here and he's helping you. If you're not a believer, then you just got to trust that you're doing the right thing for yourself, for your family, and for your mental health. And anyway, 17 minutes. I gotta go. I love you guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Really appreciate you. Pray for myself, for yourself, for others. Pray for all those that are going through a mental health crisis or concern right now. And God be with you and take care of you. And remember to ask Jesus to come into your heart and mind and be with you, because with him it is possible. He doesn't make things go away, but he does give you the opportunity to get through it with him by your side and his strength. So talk to you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. I'm getting in my pajamas and I'm going downstairs to watch something completely ridiculous on Netflix with my daughter.